The idea is to open the classroom from any university for them to join together so that students can engage in peer-to-peer learning as a way to inspire global innovation. As people start to exchange those value information, and you can start to collect value, right? Yes, there's something here.
Oh, I was just going to say the same kind of premise applies to Cramster or other services like that.
Yes.
Where, you know, if you solve ever so many problems and everyone else ensures that it's correct, they'll give you access to other correct.
Now, any suggestion from PKU, NTU side?
Yes. Yes, there are many successful cases, but I still doubt. Why should I share my information to others? It didn't make any sense to me.
You see, this kind of information sharing is as such that for each individual, the effort is nothing. But collectively, that seems to become very valuable. Any question? Yes, go ahead.
But still, I have the question is, like Wikipedia, it is true that I did my little job and I get much. But even if I didn't do anything, I can still get the information, right?
You have answer?
The reason why I personally contribute to Wikipedia is because we all have certain areas of knowledge that are our expert areas of knowledge, and in sharing that with others, I mean, I gain a certain satisfaction. And like you said, the biggest satisfaction comes from being like, oh,
I know better.
Wrong.
Yeah, I know better.
I'm more intelligent than random internet guys.
Exactly. Any input from NTU campus?
I think it's always, it's to some extent depends on the convenience to the access. Like the Facebook, actually, I didn't get anything from the Facebook. But it's easy to access, and the Wikipedia, I didn't need to do a lot of things to get to provide more information there. And it is a fashion as well.
We have the live audience here in the middle of South Korea Peninsula. We have 20 students located in Los Angeles. Here in this screen, and what you see is the 20 students from Peking University in Beijing, China. What you see here is another group of students from Taipei, Taiwan, from National Taiwan University.
Hi, my name is Max Reynolds, and I'm a sophomore majoring in mechanical engineering at USC. I had the pleasure of participating in the iPodia program this year as a project coordinator, in addition to last year as a student. The students this year had a great semester, and they wanted to take the opportunity to share their experience. So let's hear from some 2012 iPodia students during their trip to National Taiwan University at the end of the fall semester.
iPodia has probably been my favorite class that I've taken so far at USC. It's not textbook based. You really get out of it what you put in. And I think my favorite part about the class itself, before we traveled to Taipei, was something that we had known as the cross-cultural exercises.
Personally, for me, I found it most rewarding interacting regularly with the NTU and PKU students. Really think back, most of our learning doesn't occur simply in a lecture hall, but in working with our teammates, working with our classmates after the lecture, collaborating together, bouncing ideas off one another. And that was particularly true in iPodia. It was a class where interacting with the other students on a regular basis was highly emphasized.
In iPodia, the final project was awesome, the trip to Taipei was awesome, but the most important thing for me was the process. These were incredibly valuable lessons that I don't imagine I could have learned in another way, simply with the exchange program or just getting to another country.
I definitely think it was one of the best choices I've made in college to take this class, as finally I had a class that wasn't going to teach me textbook material but was actually going to give me real life experience that I could take away with this. The most important being the cross-cultural experience that I've got.
So iPodia is different than any other course I've taken before, mainly because all the other courses focus on making me a good engineer. But this course focuses on making me a good communicator, a good leader. And I know just talking with employers, at the big four accounting firms or other business places, they're really impressed that I've had this opportunity to work so closely and communicate in a team-based setting with people from China and Taiwan. And they think that's a great experience, and it's really helped me in the recruiting process as well.
The iPodia experience was awesome because it gave me the confidence to know that I can work successfully in a team made up of students and people from everywhere in the world.
And moving on into the future, I definitely think one of the things that this class will help me with is working with others, not just students from China or Taiwan or Brazil or wherever in the world, but also people back at home.
What you learn depends on with whom you learn. And we want to make sure our students can learn with the best from the world so that they become the best in the future.